All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and look at how the biggest tech companies on the planet write their job descriptions. And it's not just about attracting great people, it's about making sure the AI algorithms, the ones who are the real gatekeepers, see them in the first place. So let me ask you this. Have you ever posted a job opening and it just felt like you were shouting into an empty room? It's like you know the perfect candidate is out there somewhere, but for some reason, they're just not finding your post. Well, it's a super common problem, and believe it or not, the answer is probably hidden in the way you're writing. And here's the thing you absolutely have to get. Every single job post you write has two very different audiences. First, you've got the human candidate. They're looking for a story, right? They want to know about the impact they'll make, the company culture, the cool stuff they'll get to build. But then, you have the AI algorithm. And it couldn't care less about a story. It's just scanning for keywords, structure, and data. You've got to impress them both at the same time. So, how on earth do you do that? Well, there's actually a pretty simple method the top companies use. We're calling it the C.A.R.E. framework. And honestly, it's your secret weapon for speaking to both humans and machines. The whole framework breaks down into 4 simple parts. You've got C for clear titles and keywords, A for action-oriented responsibilities, R for required qualifications, and finally, E for engage. Let's dig into what each of these really means. First up, let's talk about clear titles. This sounds so basic, I know, but it's where a ton of job posts completely miss the mark. Look, calling your software developer a code ninja or a digital guru might seem fun and creative, but an AI algorithm has absolutely no clue what that means. It's searching for standardized titles like software engineer, because that's what candidates are typing into the search bar. You have to play the game. Okay, moving on to A, action-oriented responsibilities. When you're listing what the person will actually do, think action. Every single bullet point should kick off with a powerful verb like develop, lead, or analyze. This is a total game changer for 2 reasons. For the human, it sounds exciting and impactful. And for the AI, it's providing clean, scannable data that it can easily match to a candidate's skills. It's a double win. Now for required qualifications. This section is where you need to be surgical. AI systems put a ton of weight on what you list here. So by clearly splitting your must-have skills from your nice-to-have skills, you're literally giving the algorithm a roadmap for how to rank your applicants. And here's a little pro tip. Throw in some synonyms. If you need data analysis, maybe also add business intelligence. It helps you catch way more people in your net. And that brings us to the last piece. E, engage. This is all about human connection, but it has a huge technical benefit too. Using inclusive, bias-free language naturally widens your talent pool. But here's the kicker. Transparency sells. Job platforms like LinkedIn actually boost posts that include things like salary ranges and benefits. So being open and engaging doesn't just feel good, it literally gets you better visibility. So we've covered the what to do. But to really become a pro at this, you gotta understand the why. So let's take a quick peek behind the curtain and see what's actually happening inside that algorithmic black box. The magic that powers all of this is something called natural language processing, or NLP. In simple terms, it's how a machine learns to understand human language, nuance, and context. It's how it knows that Java, the programming language, is a totally different universe from JavaScript. This is exactly why being clear and specific in your writing is so important. You're making it easy for the AI to understand what you really mean. And get this, it's not just about what keywords you use, it's about where you put them. Think of it like this. The algorithm is programmed to see certain parts of the job description as more important than others. So keywords in the job title, super important. Keywords in the qualifications section, also super important. You have to be strategic and put your most critical terms in those prime real estate spots. Structure is another massive deal. Just look at this comparison here. On the left, you've got this big, ugly wall of text. It's a nightmare for an AI to parse. It can't tell what's a responsibility versus a required skill. But on the right, with those clean headings and simple bullet points, the AI can read it perfectly. This simple change can dramatically boost your chances of getting matched with the right people. Okay, that's enough theory. Let's see how this stuff actually looks in the wild. We're going to check out a few real-world examples from the big guns, the FAANG companies. First up, Google. Check out this line. I mean, it's just perfect. It kicks off with a strong action verb, lead. It's stuffed with high-value keywords like development and AI models, and then it lands the punch with incredible, measurable impact for billions worldwide. That speaks to the algorithm and to a candidate's ambition. Now here's one from Amazon. What do you notice? It's so direct, right? Build back-end services, high-volume transactions, speed and reliability. There is zero fluff. An engineer reading this knows exactly what they're signing up for. And an AI can match those keywords in a split second. Crystal clear. And look at how Netflix just nails the engage principle. Words like collaborate, diverse team, innovate. These aren't just tasks, they're painting a picture of the company culture. It's a direct appeal to the human reader who wants to be part of something great, while still packing in those valuable keywords. All right, let's bring this all home. Let's boil everything we've talked about down to a simple, concrete action plan that you can literally use on the very next job description you write. Here it is, your checklist. Just remember C.A.R.E. Use clear, simple, searchable job titles. No ninjas or gurus. Write your responsibilities with strong action verbs and put them in bullet points. Be super clear about what's required versus what's preferred. And last but not least, make sure your language is inclusive and you're being transparent. It really is that straightforward. So I'll just leave you with this one final thought. In the world we're in now, the gap between finding just an okay candidate and finding that absolute game changer, well, it can come down to a single word in your job post. So ask yourself, is your next top hire just one keyword away?